Nothing quite like another beautiful day down at the ramp, and it's always a mixed bag. It's late in the day, but there's still plenty of people launching like this, heading out to enjoy an evening on the bay, and then we got plenty of people right now coming back in as well. But welcome back, crew, to the greatest show on earth, and that is the Miami Boat Ramps channel. I'm your host, Broncos Guru, and today, if you can't tell, we are down here visiting 79th Street. So here comes our first crew in on approach. So, Cap's coming in, moderate pace, and let's see what they do about deciding which dock they're going to go after. I can't tell on this. Are they missing the lower unit covers? Let me know in the comments. It's tough for me to see sometimes, but it appears they're not there. So Cap's gonna make his turn in on the dock. He's got his assistant walking up the gunnel. Lines on the ready. No fenders out, but I mean, we're partially prepared. So Cap comes in, tries to line it up. He's gonna brake check it over. The stern's gonna come back on him, which means the bow's gonna kick out as usual. And he's gonna miss on attempt number one. So here we go. He's gonna start to turn it back around. Now coming in a little high, has to brake check it again. Oh, but she's going for the stretch. Can she get it? And Cap's gonna leave the helm and just get off on his own. And she's gonna toss him the line. But as he's done all that, of course, the boat drifts off, but they're fortunate he'll be able to pull it over. I'm pretty sure those covers are missing. So our guy's coming in on the solo approach. Slow and easy. And a little dock bump right there. But now he's gonna leave the helm and scramble to try and find lines to see if he can get it stopped. It's moving forward. He needs to get it stopped before it gets on the jet skis in front of him. And here we go right there. He winds up grabbing the line and pulling it back to brake check it, but not bad for a solo launch attempt. I mean, I've seen a whole lot worse down here with many more people on the boat to help. But he is struggling to get it pulled back before it gets to the jet skis in front of him. The real deal, that's a big boat. So the Streamline coming down here, I have a feeling our guy is not pulling this one out, even though this actually is a very, very popular boat ramp for a lot of the manufacturers to launch much larger vessels. I know Concept comes down here and launches their 44s right after they finish them all the time. So Cap's pulling up. I'm curious to see now, though, is he going to pull this thing out? I don't think so. Once again, it looks like he's kind of pausing to figure out what he's going to do. And actually, I see this now. He's here to pick this lady up that you can kind of see on the other side of the boat. She's standing at the end of the dock. So, picking her up for a date, always a nice showing, but let's see how well he shows off his boating skills to her as he's trying to do this. How long do we think it's going to take for him to get this boat on the dock so she can get on the boat? Because I don't think she's going to be much help. She doesn't look like she's got any interest in grabbing lines or anything. So Cap's trying to get it over there. But again, she's just standing there kind of like, yeah, get it on the dock. You got to get it to me. And now the wind and current has him, and he's got to be careful. So he's trying to bring it back over. But he's got to watch because the way I can still see like the wind and current's wanting to push him to the left, and he's going to wind up in that boat that's next to him over there on the left if he's not cautious. So I can hear the bow thruster rolling, but the wind and current's pushing so hard, he's not really gaining any ground. So, I mean, it's definitely been a struggle right now. As we are close, it might not seem like it, but we are close to 2 minutes of him arriving down here to pick her up. And she's just standing on the dock waiting for him to get the boat on the dock. I mean, ladies, if you're watching, let me know in the comments. I mean, what are your thoughts on this? How long would you sit here and wait for your guy to get this boat docked before you're like, forget this, my man can't handle the boat, he can't handle me? So he's going to back out and have to try and reset this one up. I mean, even with the quad motors, he should be able to just use the throttles. There we go. About to say, probably doesn't even really need to turn it just to get the boat back into that direction. And especially with the help of the bow thruster while he's doing that also, it should turn fairly easily. But he's not using them all at the same time for some reason. So we are now at minute 3 of her standing on the dock, and he's been down here waiting to pick his date up. So here we go. He's coming back toward the dock again. And it looks like we're going to abandon trying to approach the dock on the side. He's going to use the face of the dock to try and get her on. Probably a good plan. Because obviously it's the easiest control with the bow going into the wind and current. But I got a feeling he's going to have to land this one on that dock for her to get on. So slow roll working it as we cross the 4-minute mark of her standing here waiting for him to get it on the dock. And he's still trying to get it over. He's going to go over and try and grab the pole. And finally, the date will begin as she gets onto the boat. But it took over 4 minutes for him to get this close enough to the dock where he could get her picked up. But he does get her on, and he's going to go ahead and get out of here, and we're going to get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, does some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at Haulover Inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.